Get with the program, we causing it. When we fed, we causing it.
Your home for everything Soca and everything Carnival.
473 are different places.
Power 95. Soca in Jam Nation. Ladies Room. Come see you compliments. Renwick Thompson and Company Limited. Agents for Western Union.
2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6.
Education multiplies their chances and places the world of opportunity in their hands. No matter where they are in the world, make sure they're prepared for their journey back to school with Western Union. School fees, books, room and board, whatever the reason. Knowledge, independence, opportunity. Western Union, moving money for better.
From the home of the best Juve in the world.
Big Jen, Dragon.
This is Power 95. Soca in Jam Nation.
As soon as the sound drop, I can't sit back, just believe that. I find myself in a zone and you know I ain't stalling, no. Yeah, I get in on the worst cause it's fighting, yeah. Feel so high like a fire up in the air. I gone to another level, I don't know how. It's a different kind of pumping now. Feeling like a jumping. Take control of me body. Anytime that the rhythm hit me. I just sit to tear up the party. It's all in the air. 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 So much of my cannot compare. Yeah, such a nice feeling in the brain. Yeah, come over time to me body straight. And I'm afraid to do it again. I can't help but get onto any song that come and go. A whole heap of mass I'm playing, yeah. No good time for conduct, and I'm going non-stop. Whoa. It's like I don't have no care, feeling like a jumping. Take control of me body.
Oh my God. Yo, I love this song. Mr. Golden in my head. This song is really in my head, I swear. It's like a serious jumping. It's infectious, the lyrics, the vocals, everything is just out of this world. Well, Ruby Week, so fingers, toes, everything crossed. Because usually has a really good song, but I don't know what happens competition on this rock at least. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him into the finals. Alright? So Mr. Golden, Matthew, do what you gotta do. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show. It's another week. Trust everyone had themselves a good weekend and you're ready to, have a productive week. Whatever life throws of you at you, you're ready to throw it right back, You've been getting some lemons, throw a little sugar in that and make some lemonade and don't allow it to get the better of you. We're all going through challenges. Things are happening to all of us, but it's how you handle it is what matters. Shante, good morning. Welcome to the show. Good morning, Crony. Morning, Debbie. Morning, Maureen, Isaac. Good morning, Rita. Good morning, Jenilyn. Good morning, Valerie. Who else is here? Good morning, Red Pepsi. What up, bro? Good morning, Sonia. Happy Monday. Also want to say good morning, Tam. Good morning. How are you? Good to have you on the show. Reynold Noel, I am fantastic. How are you? Good morning, Dwight Greens King Butter Jr. Dwight, you ain't coming for what? Dwight, you throw salt on Grenada like there's throw salt on frog back. You throw salt on Grenada or something? That's how many years that you go in your place and you never making a pass? Wow. Anywho's, hope you're good. Good morning, Michael. Happy Monday. Yeah, my nephew is on the live. Michael Neptune, good morning. Akeem, good morning. Keisha, good morning. Maria, good morning. I had an amazing weekend. Who else is here? Good morning, Shade. How are you? Welcome to the show. Hi, Nasarana. Good morning. Happy Monday. It's so nice of you to join us in the room. Good morning, GS. Morning, Colleen. I'm seeing all my peeps here. Good morning. Andrea, good morning. Kizzy, good morning. I'm tired. Morning. So, of course, our guest is already here. We have Sheldon Douglas, another veteran in the building this morning. Also want to say good morning to those of you on YouTube. welcome to the show. If you're listening on 95.3, 95.1, good morning. Or if you're listening online, good morning. Or if you're on the live, coming in, you have to come in early to get your shout out, all right? If you've come in past 11, 5 past, forget it. We're moving on. Doobie, morning. Morning, Doobie set. Morning, Michelle, Charles, Betty, and Duncan, good morning. Narissa, good morning. Yes, it's 11 already. Seems as though we started like 9 o'clock a couple minutes ago. All right, before I bring in my guest, I just wanted to touch on something. Yesterday was my sabbatical, sort of, from social media. I usually try to take a day off, because I swear my phone hardly gets a chance to be remain charged or stay on 100 for a long period of time, because there's always something to do, because of course being involved with so many things, it's like I swear I live on my phone. So I sort of started a habit of, on Sundays, disconnecting, just put it down, whether it's charged, it's not charged, put it down, because sometimes you just need a me time. You just doing your own thing and not being, pulled like a puppet. This person, that person, that person. You have to take some time off, because social media can really do a number on you. The way things are going, especially these days, everybody has an opinion, and everybody peddling misinformation, and people going with opinions and peddling it like facts, and it's a lot. It's a lot. And of course, being who I am and being out there, it's really consuming. And if you don't disconnect sometimes, it can really stress you out. But stress don't live here anymore. So keep telling y'all I'm the blocking queen. Why would you allow people to come into your space and you block for anything that rubs me wrong, you stress me, according to the man, you like me, you don't like me, I don't like you, block me. Let's go. Like, because I don't ever understand people wanting to befriend people that they don't like, or follow people they don't like, or want to see what. If I mean you went to click me, really care about what you're doing and who you're doing, it's. I don't want to know. I'm not interested. That's why for some reason, people have vested interest in people that they don't like, they don't care about, but you always want to be up in their business. I don't get it. Y'all are weird. But anywho's, we move. All right. Another thing I wanted to touch on quickly was that of, it's making the wrongs. Everybody, let me take my music for this. Sometimes I don't get us, right? It's like we know what people give. And I'm talking about the whole temptress situation, at the kids' Soca Monarch. Question. In all the years of following temptress, I think we know her style of performance and we're familiar with her songs. There's a thing that a lot of us don't know. We don't know time and we don't know place. Certain artists, you would, and see, that is again why I say it's not about popularity and what's trending on radio and what's banging. There's a lot of Mr. Golden, there's a lot of Crave, people with really good songs that are uplifting. And I'm not saying temptress songs are not good. Don't start saying stuff and then you hear she say this. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying time and place. We love her. But I'm just saying in this particular moment, the persons, the organizers, and it's similar to that of the situation in Guelph. People are aware of what people do, but then you expect them to do differently. A lot of artists aren't really, don't really know how and when to switch it up. It's like a routine. They practice it, that's what they know. So wherever they go, that's what you're going to get. So if anybody had to blame anybody, you would think the organizers, should be the ones to come out and issue an apology. Because she wasn't the only one. I started listening and I'm not sure who the MC was. But how you go to a kid's show and we're talking about who haunting who and leave your man and go. I know there are adults in the audience, but for the most part, it was about the children. It was a children event, a kids event. The big people just come to accompany their children because you don't want to leave them unattended. So you came along just to supervise, but for the most part, children were, in front of the stage and doing whatever. It's like, y'all don't think, like, why are we on stage talking about who haunting who and who leaving man and going at kids' events? It's like, I don't know. So promoters, event planners, what have you. The onus is new. You know who you're catering to. Book artists that suits who you're catering to. Get MCs, y'all don't speak to your people before they go on the stage. Like, have some sort of little meeting. Okay, this is what we want. This is what we expect. This is so you all just book people and just throw them out there, do whatever you want. I don't get it. But there must be some sort of accountability, and people must accept responsibility. They say if the ship goes down, the captain is responsible. So in this event, in this case, the organizers have to take a little flack for that, But it's nothing that can't be fixed. Like I said, moving forward, let's try and, be more careful and censor some of the things that we exposed children to. If you have an event that caters to children, you book artists that have songs, that caters that, they can learn something from. But even if you do choose other artists, I'm sure there are other songs in their library, the catalog. Say to them, okay, I mean, these are things you expect people to know, but I'm just saying to be safe and to protect the image and whatever of your event, still let artists know this is what I expect, this is what I want as the show. So could you please, do these songs? All right. And not just leave it up to them, because I'm sure they thought they would know better and they would act accordingly. But we can't leave things up to chance these days, But time and place. All right. We move. Alrighty, so we have our guest here. Yeah, we can bring in him now. Bring him in now. Yeah, imagine we have what's his name doing a song like this. And we give him like a booking.
You go to the top is not always great. You have to learn to walk before you run. Oh, oh. Cause every day I sit and I pray. Man, I cannot wait till that day comes. Sometimes I wish that thing could be great. You better start waiting on running late. And I don't have no money to pay. None of me bills. Whoa, thank God I have some people are there for me. They're willing to pay for me. Things have to get better. Things have to get better. I go shine bright like I'm neon. Call me flashing lights. But mind they can see us. We telling them bye, 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 bye. Neon. Call me flashing lights. I know I go born on someday. But just tell me never lies not today. Tell bad my lies not today. Envy of people lies not today. Nothing wrong with it to take away, no, yeah. Not today. Tell bad my lies not today. Envy of people lies not today. Nothing wrong with it to take away, no, yeah. They can take what Jaja give way. What's what we eat always. What we not pretending we destiny, whoa, whoa. They can take what Jaja give way. What's what we eat always. What we not pretending we destiny, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, bad mind, can you tell me something? What do you get from wishing bad on us? Oh, yeah. Cause I find this time is all or nothing. That's why I have no plans of giving up. Sometimes I wish that thing could be great. When I don't have no food on my plate, I'm looking up and praying that things don't get better. Yeah, thank God I have some people out there for me. Them always just pray for me. Things have to get better. Things going to get better. I know. Shine bright like
music sweet. Music is life, Sheldon. And if you don't like music, then you don't like life. You never party.
Even this, again, like I said,
like music, then you don't like life.
Time and place. In the building, we got Sheldon Douglas, the one and only SD. You cover your bag. I hope you're taking that bag there for me. So you come with big Louis bag. That one look original too. So you can't have an original Louis bag and empty.
And I didn't realize that I had it. Thanks for letting me know. Good morning. What up? I'm very tired Monday morning.
You're so tired. You're walking here looking tired, like you could do it another 8 hours of sleep. This early morning, you're tired. What's going on with you?
I tell you, you're going to say 8 days. Feel more like 8 days.
You should be. Listen, you're a veteran. You've been doing this how many years?
Boy, I must try to count it and shit.
Okay, give me an estimate. Like, Randy was 30 something when he was here the other
over
day.
20. 1998 to now. Yeah.
So this is something you should be accustomed to by now.
I don't think your body could ever get accustomed to being tired. Yeah. You could never really get accustomed to being tired.
So what have you been up to that have you so tired?
You enjoy it. I was like all over the country last night. This morning, and then our partner got married over the weekend. So I kind of, my real dog, like my real dog, congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Cardo. So it was like this morning trying to reach home and stop and.
So you still drunk? You come here this morning?
I'm telling you, the most I could do was reach home and try to grab a little shower, and I say if I only go and try to do anything else, that is the time reaching here. You see, I reached only for the first time in my life, right?
9:30 this morning.
Exactly, that alone to tell you.
I was like,
so I missed the time because I think it.
That remind me of free day. Like after free day, I'll be like, let me go home and shower. If I only sit down, I'll say, let me take a 5 walk and see me.
Because what happened, I stopped this morning to make a phone call, to look for a number in my phone, and I fall asleep right there. So when I wake up, I find these vehicles that I'm passing so close to my room because I did in my room sleeping. So I'm like, all these vehicles I'm passing close to my room. So when I open my eyes, I realize my room was the road there for a minute.
So where you was last night? What did you have all over the country last night?
I went up to St. Patrick's last night. Aruna, let me tell you, every corner you pass and have a jump up.
Not in town.
Well, maybe not in town.
Not in town.
Every corner, listen, you might meet some
Last Sunday, I passed through Maki, there was something. Subi's, there was something.
Yeah, some of them is 50, some of them are 15 people,
they
some
of them are 50,
some of them are 500, they ain't care. But they had their own jump up, and when you pass with 5 people, they play in mass like with 5,000 of them, and yeah. And so by the time you decide, you say, I ain't stopping there, but somebody might just see you and they may call you out. Yeah.
Stop. Yeah.
So it was like crazy. But that's good. That's good vibe. I just like the fact that, and I hope that they continue to keep it clean, have fun, have clean fun, enjoy this. Because that's what Carnival is about.
Well, I saw Panday was the only place in town I know that have stuff, and it was had some event, some incident. It didn't happen at the event, but
that was unfortunate.
They sort of seemed as though they pulled the permission, but I'm seeing that it's back on from next Sunday. So
yeah, I hope that remains because there's people looking for fun. See, there's so many people coming in the country. They're looking for action. They're looking for vibe, and that's what you know that Aruna, from way back in the day, the build up used to be people used to be waiting patiently on Carnival show, on the
from the time you hear Carnival show,
Carnival the things start, and you go into. I remember one morning I gonna be road, and some fellas going to work good enough. I mean, they launch everything, and they gonna be road and job plane. You see, man, put on their work back, and when they get hungry, they eat their lunch black hair. That is the fun of the thing. So I just wanted to keep it safe and show. Just we crack down on the violence. No, I mean, no one is human at the end of the day, but. Walk away still. Walk away.
Takes a lot to me, it makes you more of a man to walk away from something that is that could go left. Just walk away easy. And everybody wants to be a bad man. I'm not saying
it's the easiest thing to do because we deal with human beings. But yeah. Because believe me, coming from me, I can tell you, I know sometimes you feel you don't want to because you want to. You want to exactly, but there's nothing to prove now besides proving that life is beautiful to live and enjoy freedom. You know what I'm saying? At this stage in your life,
and like I said, coming from you, you're in a position to speak. Sometimes you just
enjoy
have to
life and enjoy freedom.
Listen, behind the bars and easy, Just imagine, and I think that is what we need to do with young people. Bring them and show them what it's like because they seem to be glorifying it because based on what they hear in the rap songs or the dance hall or whatever genre, it gives the impression that it's a badge of honor, it's a privilege to go to prison. It's like an easy
like that. That then make you a man. Not really, And I could understand that younger version of thinking. When I was younger, I used to probably think stupid too. But what could be better in life than to have your freedom, than to have your life, than to be able to use your hand or your feet or have access to all these things because you're a whole person. Is sometimes for the moment you make stupid and dumb decisions. I call them stupid and dumb because as I say, I've been there. But there's nothing better in life than to be free and to have life. To have your life and to be free. And to have access to every part of your body to ensure that you're a whole human being, not certain things missing, and you know what I mean? Yeah. So just it might be tough, but walk away.
Yeah, walk
And when
away.
you're done, drink a cold beer or something and smile.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want the
Yeah.
artists to get their fans, because at the end of the day, a lot of the artists don't seem to understand the power they have in their hands. People, when you have a fan, you have a fan. They listen to you. They, everything you do, they're paying attention. So I wish more artists would use their platforms and spread the message of peace, walking away.
Yeah, and
Let
a couple
every
days ago,
day.
I was having a conversation with some youth men in River Sally, and I was telling them, it's like I make no regrets for nothing that I went through in my life, because if be it good or bad, we are human beings. Everybody they have their flaws and had their point of error, But the beautiful thing about that is you learn from it.
The problem
you
is
know?
if you don't learn and you continue to
Yeah.
do the same thing over
So I
and
make no
over.
regrets. I don't live with regrets. I call everything in my life a learning example.
Happened
I
for
learn
a
from it and I
reason.
go forward. You understand? I just sit here and try to sound like the most unfortunate human being or a perfect human being. You have nothing like that. But what you do going forward is you learn and you go forward. You understand? And don't live in your past, because that's one of the things too. You hear one of them was telling me sometimes when I think about it, bro. When I think about it, like people still judge me for
Yeah.
Then you don't live by that, because you won't be going forward. You'll be living in your past. And what that gets you nowhere. You're stagnant. You're back there. You accept, you understand, you accept, and you go forward.
Truer words have never been spoken. Totally agree. But for whatever reason, we say misery likes company. So people like living in your past. So it was a way of them trying to humble you and keep you there.
And if you allow it, all it does is keep you there. You can't see your way forward. Your future, your way forward will always be bleak. You understand? Because that's all you see. That's all you're living. You're living what would have happened in your past. How could you go forward with that?
Agree.
And that applies to every human being, because every one of us would have had our moment. You understand?
Totally agree. Preacher brother. You know what I love about this? Every time we have an artist, it always goes a different direction. If you realize no two interviews are the same, different people we come with different vibe. And I like that part of Sheldon this morning, being able to, touch base with our fans and be real with you as much as possible. And nobody's saying anybody's perfect. We all mess up, we all do dumb, stupid stuff. But as it says, at the end of the day, is moving forward. Learning, taking the lessons, and moving on, and not dwelling in that place for a long time. Nonetheless, we're talking music. Sheldon has been in this game, what we said, 20 something years, and still going, as Specky would say, still relevant, still producing music. No retirement in sight as yet.
What that's a word? That's a word?
They always have Specky back about you should retire.
Retirement.
How do you
No,
feel though,
well-
as somebody who's been in this, and with the younger artists? Is that something that you feel, is a challenge for you?
Well, listen. As a matter of fact, when he was doing that song, he called me from New York, and that's thing people don't know. We usually do that. He'll call me and he sing it and ask me, "What you feel about this line? Or what you feel it change?" And I'm like, "Well, you're going hard for New York, so come on out, boy." And then he called me back, "Yo, them boy them telling me the same thing, They say I should come back with it." I said, "Why not?" I actually this year did plan I was not going in no competition, but it's a jumbie. So you get one with them, you go on it, then you do thing, then I say I'm just doing fun, so I'm just having fun with it. But to answer the question, Aruna, what we'll have to learn to do as elder artists in the game, and I mean I ain't old, I'm still 25, but I just saying,
okay, yeah,
because I've been doing it before them, is understand that the things is evolving and there'll be changes. Just like I remember when I came in the game, little boy, there was this inspector, I'm talking about Specky, I've been there. I used to bring Specky and them clothes. I was a clothes boy. I remember he told me recently in an interview with Junior George, he tell people I used to walk behind Carib truck. I used to walk behind the truck. They wouldn't even let me come up on the truck. But I know the objective, I know the goal was to be up on that truck holding that mic. You understand? So I understand and accept that younger artists would come, and so they would have their moment, they would have their time, they would be in their prime when they would shine.
From one stage to another.
So you don't fight them. You encourage them. A lot of them would have room for improvement as you go, just like me. There's always room for improvement. There's always something to learn.
The game is changing constantly.
Exactly. But what you do is understand and accept that you will not remain Sheldon the rest in your prime forever. Very soon, Boise, dash moment will come too. But what you do, you remain relevant, as you just mentioned. If you love it that much, your heart would stay in it and you would continue to make your contribution. You might be able to go and mash up the fet as the younger version or the younger youth would do. But you understand that you have your fans and you'll be able to go and give them a
because
good
if
show.
we have a more youthful population, so they're more
Exactly.
familiar with the Boysies and the
you would be,
Dash and
you remember when Sheldon Douglas just
Sheldon
started
Douglas
and
was
say,
Sheldon.
hey,
There was nobody else. It was Mr. Sheldon. Listen,
understand?
was
So
Mr. Sheldon Douglas. In those days, the Sheldon, the Inspector, the Randys.
you have your love for
time.
it. You have your love. You'll continue making your country and continue enjoying it, because most important now is how much you love it, and where the passion lies, and if you continue enjoying it and ensure that you make music that people enjoy. That's it.
But in like you said, you much as you wouldn't get the sort of forward you think like you did back in the day. How does that is that something that bothers you, or is it something that you?
Well, as I say, if you allow it to, because what you have to understand is that, for example, 15 and 16-year-old youth now, kids now, would be way more focused on for example, we was in the yard, me and Tarpin was standing up there, and Dave's song was playing, and every little child in the yard was singing it line for line, and we watched it, and I was like, you remember when children was singing our song like that line for line? We understand what it is. The young people now, they connect easier, and that doesn't mean that we cannot do it, because if we release a song that becomes that popular, you understand? But the thing, just as you say, it evolves, it change a little bit. We may not sing, for example, if somebody probably write Dave's song and go and hand it to Specky or hand it to me or hand it to Tarpri, we might be like, Tarpri might be like, father, I can't sing that. You understand? You know what I mean? So it's just understanding and accepting. You would love to go on a stage where everybody would put their hands up. It just may not happen so. So what you do is understand at the point that you are, but know that you're still relevant and you're making music that people enjoy. Because just so, let me show you this. There's some fits. There's shows that I go to do. And when I go, I sure if you put some, and I'm not taking nothing away from them, you put some of the younger ones there, they can't come and mash up that show one on you because of the quality of event that it is, the kind of event, the audience that is there, you understand? So you just accept that the things change, and it's at another stage, another phase in your life, in your
How many
career.
times you won titles? What titles? Well,
Three
you were
Soca
Monarch,
2 road match.
Yeah,
for a while,
Soca Monarch, 3 road match.
for a while I was holding on to that until.
We good disrespectful in this grenade, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Listen, we really don't appreciate, our artists who paved the way. And I was having this conversation last week with one of my artist guests, and they were saying the same thing. Why do we always wait until somebody's gone and then we want to
recognize them and talk about how good they was and the contribution they made? And
imagine 3 Soca Monarch, 3 road
I
match.
was actually having a conversation with an artist friend from Barbados. We was actually on the same event, and he was like, "Man, in Barbados, I never even do nothing like close to what you're doing here in Barbados. I'm a king. I'm a king. We go to the Carnival. It's like, everybody knows me, and I was like tight, ring and finger, and I was in the game long before I got into it. And you go to Trinidad, or you understand and pay attention to how Trinidad and embrace and accept. It has nothing like I should stop sing, or I was getting old, and I wonder what is old? Old for what? Old to do what? What you love to do? It's like you're telling a man who doing mason for all his years. They get too old for mason, go and start to do security. What is old? Old is what?
Old is relative. Old is relative, right? So whatever works for you. Like you said, you're in this for the love of it. If it wasn't, you would have given it up a long time ago. And to me, that alone is worthy of recognition. But you've been consistent. I mean, last year, a beautiful song. This year, man, this song is just like, Mr. Roots.
Big up Mr. Roots every time, my brother. Big up Mr. Roots. As Sandman called me, we was talking. Me and Sandman really cool like that. And we was talking, he's like, wait. So you drop a video and like everybody just realized how much they love the song. And he was like, spark hit me up. I'm like, bro, you paying attention to particular page? I'm like, why? He said, dog, he really doesn't pay attention to things. And he said, go and check on the thing. I'm like, what? He said, man, the video is blowing up Facebook. I'm like, really? He said, yeah. And Son was like, bro, like everybody just realized how beautiful this song is.
And it's something that I always say to artists. You can't just put out a song on radio and just leave it and hope it takes off. You have to give it
Yeah.
legs. You have to add more life to it. You have to give it body.
Yeah, you
So
punk that in my head
invest
a
in
million
it. I
times. I
tell you that
remember
all the
that.
time. I'm like, you can't just have these songs and just put them out there on radio. I'm like, give it more life. Do videos, put them on YouTube. People live on those places looking for videos. Visual effects work. They do. We connect. We like seeing the thing.
The very first
It
person
really
as we did
connects.
this rhythm lava called me King. He just called me King. King. If you do, you had to do a video for this. So you know you own the rhythm, right? You know me and Dash Janet, but you had the
Song
anthem.
is beautiful.
And I'm like, he said, do a video for. Trust me, take my do a video. And he's a man that do a video. But he tell you, do a video for the song. So from day one, I remember we had this conversation. I'm like, yo, I'm going to do a video. For
I've
this song.
always told you that, and it's something that I realize. And if you're looking at the Trinidadian artists, they don't just put a song out and leave it and figure itself out.
Yeah,
They always
because
do the visuals for
and
it.
and that's the whole idea because music is supposed to be supposed to have longevity. It's not going to be a song that I think that was not the problem with us as green artists. We used to make songs for season,
Yeah.
and that was the problem. We make songs so when we think it's good enough for the season, and after the season we don't pay
Season is
attention to it.
done.
While other artists' music is going for years, and I tell people when I get a phone call to leave the country, the first song I have to sing as I reach on stage is Feeling Hot. People don't know that. I go places like I remember the very first time I went to Tatola. I sing Feeling Hot and cut and try to pull another song. The crowd said no. I sing it again. I try to call for another song. They say no. I sing the song 7 times and came on the stage and
Those
got
are
paid.
songs that has longevity,
So that should be the focus. But I think you never, and again, the point I was just making, you always have something to learn as you go along. You never stop learning.
You have to invest in your craft. You seriously, because there's so many other mediums out there to listen, to look, to so many social platforms, and you don't have to pay for it. So I don't understand how an artist could just send the music
Yeah, well, I
to
gotta
a
get
radio
more up to
station.
date with the social
And
media.
I've been telling you
things,
this for every year. You say the same thing.
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
to get
I know,
more up
yeah,
to
yeah.
date. You have to get up. Listen, there are things called social media managers. Hire somebody, give somebody a couple dollars around the season or what have you to push your music, put your materials out there, and constantly update your pages. If you know you're not into it, there are people who do that. So it's an investment.
Yeah,
Not just sit back and say,
my-
okay, well, I hope it plays. And
Jalen from Trinidad, that's the guy. We go way back because he been Patricia's road manager for years, and he always tell me, bro, one of the biggest problem with all your ingredient, all you wait for the radio station to make all your songs big. You say, social media, when the superstars,
Listen.
social media buzz before the radio stations
there's a
even know
lot
about
of
them.
songs that I see trending now, and I first discovered them on TikTok.
And
On those
exactly.
other social media platforms.
You always tell me that.
You see them there, and then it starts, taking wings. But social media is free. Well, you just pay for your data or whatever, but it's free for the most part. So utilize it. Now talking about
No, you
that,
don't free cost data. He cost data.
that's what I said. Apart from the data, you cheap. Your spec is good friend. Listen.
No, God, no.
No, you gotta go better than
send me
Specky.
the, oh,
Nah,
God.
nah, you're
You
like
can't
a
send me the.
you're like a
No,
what?
no. If I that
Eli
bad,
Moss.
if I that,
Eli Moss is spending.
Eli
me to
Eli
see
cheap.
Bob-
No, Eli Moss, Eli cheap. Eli cheap.
Eli Moss is spending $1 to see Bob Wine.
Eli cheap.
Eli Moss cheap.
And I tell you, that go from way back.
Way back.
Way back.
And you know what he do? He does
Tell
lie.
that thing, I like that boy. Specky, you won't buy that. How much you cut? Nah, boy, your man again for.
Many times I go in Brooklyn and hoop up the bongs, coming out of Barbie's bag, Macy's bag. Macy's bag with Barbie's. And you know what he does shop? If you see a shot red, white, and black in the same style, buy 3 of them.
He said, what? By your mother again, for that money.
Eli Moss, listen. Eli Moss, I tell you, I've never been a bad safe so in the hand. Eli Moss. I know Eli Moss donkey ears, and you know what you say? Maruna, I doesn't go no way. I doesn't drink, so I must go and buy drink for man. I doesn't go no way.
What? No, but and I see, as you mentioned, drink nature. I know Specky 30,000 years.
Eli doesn't
Specky
drink.
never make a wrong yet today.
No.
Never once make a wrong yet today. When he get to see you walk away, he go, you see Master,
Yeah,
he
but
come
it's
back.
fast and he drinking fast and he come back. And then I'm good, man. I'm not drinking nothing today. Eli Moss. There were just stories I could give all you about Eli Moss. Listen. But I mean, in terms of, the music this year, who have you worked with? Because when I was inside, people heard you singing inside on for the prelims. It was like, "What Sheldon singing there?" That song.
Yeah.
And then when I played the song, and then I did the little video, and everybody was like, "But that song's singing good." But I'm like,
Listen,
the artist again
we're selling.
selling,
Yes, selling. Because, as a matter of fact, when we started doing this song, the Roots did the rhythm for that.
Mhm.
And everybody know Mr. Roots' class work. And when Sandman heard the sound, was like, yo, this have vibes. I sent it out to a couple people and like, yo, this have a road match feel to it. But that Sheldon Douglas again, you just hold it and then you release it and you're going to do that. And the thing is, a lot of people then used to hearing certain, as I say now, it means about having fun with the music. Having fun more than anything. Rather than focusing on competition and less and having fun with it. So people never hear me in that zone there and, oh, this is not Sheldon, this is not. No, this is Sheldon. And you expect a lot more like that. Sheldon's having fun with it.
When you see what I told them, like this song here now for you, that's like speed down the road because when you want road march, your road march song was like 125, 130. 130 BPM. There was no 160 BPM back in the day. 125 was groovy.
That was a power then.
That was a power
right
then.
now, 125 is groovy now.
Yeah. And that was your style then for groovy, for Soca Monarch, road march, everything. Winning road match at 125, 130 BPM. Nothing to do with 160.
You go and do a song at 150 back then. People asking who you want to kill.
Are you crazy? And that is the thing I don't understand now with the whole. I mean, I love my power, but of course, I always say every day, give me grooves any day of the week.
Yeah, I know you have
people
a
who
feel for that.
For masqueraders back in the day. With the 125 and 130 songs, they were the perfect songs to be on the road with you chipping.
Yeah, used to be a chip on the road. Used to be a chip on the road.
Used to be a chip on the road in your costume. It was never run full speed. No madness. You took time and enjoyed the road, and you didn't feel like, hey, I come out and do 10, Cuban day work, hard day work.
Right. No, after 3 songs, you had to sit down and
catch your breath
and drink some water and come back.
But you are into somebody asking if Specky so cheap. Listen, call him and ask him for yourself and see if he could tell you a lie.
No. Don't call him and ask him. Meet him and tell him you're broke.
And tell him buy your drink.
And
ask him for a 20. So you into the competition. Matter of fact, you made it into 2 rounds of competition already. The semis. This week, Groovy and the Power. You doing any Calypso this year?
No Calypso this year.
Why you take over from
Calypso? Actually, honestly, I don't know, as I tell you, the whole thing this year, because I was kind of involved in some of that thing. This year I was just gonna feel it out and maybe just release a song because the season is here and just feel it out. And then it so happened, but Calypso take a lot of time. So by the time I decide and I start getting into the thing, I was like, you can't go and rush and force it. If you want to do something, I always believe in quality. I'm a kind of person who thrives on perfection.
Yeah.
So if I didn't have enough time to get Calypso, take a lot of time to write good songs.
So you're sitting Calypso this year, but you're in the semis for
Groovy
and Power. So what is your game plan moving forward? Is it still to have fun, or are you going to continue just right wherever the wind blows?
Do music for people to enjoy, to have fun, and while you're at it, you enjoy it too. Because if you're not enjoying it, then how are you gonna get people to enjoy it? So, do music, have fun with it. The focus now is more about going on the road, working. Obviously being a part of the carnival. The years that you might say you're taking part in commission, when they jump, touch you again, you're right there. But it's just about music for people to have fun and you enjoy it.
Makes sense. Foster Charles, big up yourself. Says when he comes to drop off parts in the shop, I'll go ask him in Brooklyn. Okay, well, please do. Trust me. I'm telling him to buy you a drink.
See how fast he go run.
You have something to do. Oh, you go come back.
Yeah.
Make sure you tell him that I said so.
And he never walk with money on him. I don't know where he money. You like him money and I don't like to go places. He never walk with the television.
Elimas, good morning. Now, so again, like I said, we're looking forward to competition this week, getting ready to wrap up. But of course, what is your thoughts generally on the evolution of our music, where we're at now? We have a lot of young, new upcoming artists. What's your take on it?
We have this conversation all the time. There's always room for improvement. I must say there's some new youths coming in the game, some who have been there for a few years, and the standard of music from them is good. I wouldn't say great yet because there's always room for improvement. There are some that really needs, and I'm a plain talker like that. So, but all in all, the carnival this year, satisfying certain areas with some of the music. There's a lot that needs a lot of work, but you had to start somewhere. And that's the thing, that when you see people crying down and going down hard on an artist, I remember that. Tell you, I remember the first time I saw, what's his name, I go on a stage, and people were like, why is it come down there? 2 years after that.
Who love you?
So what we do, encourage them, and when you criticize, let be constructive. So it's something that would help them to become better, not just cry them down for the sake of crying them down. Because if not everybody's that strong, a person can be easily. You have people that can be easily broken. You know what I'm saying? So you encourage them, tell them, listen, nice try, but next year work better on this, or work on this, or work on it. But with all that said, the music this year, I'll be honest, I thought the fact that prices go up and thing would have been that year when everything. But so now when you try too hard, you end up soft. Yeah. Kind of like that. Yeah. But all in all, we have some good songs. We have some good songs.
My money's on the grooves this year.
And everybody's saying that is a competition. Everybody's saying that is a competition.
Do you think Groovy should be on its own now?
When I've been preaching that for a million years to the people in the powers that be, to those who in the Spice Mass. I made a recommendation years ago to do to merge Groovy and Calypso, put them on one night on one show, take soca stanza by itself. But because of the quality of groove song that you have, and the way people started appreciating groove. I remember when I did my first groove, Winery. I know you remember that. Winery took about 2 years to become a hit song. Because they didn't understand this, because that is not usually the thing. They might hear a fast guy, but everything was like Calypso, Calypso, Calypso. And I did Winery, and why singing it? 2 years after that, I'm standing up in Fantasia, and I heard they play this song 4 times. Back to back to, and every time they play, the crowd say, play it again. And I say, look at this. So it's because if you keep doing the same thing, offering the same product, offering the same package, you don't expect to get different results. Groovy right now could stand on its own. Calypso, in Grenada, they have this thing like people don't love Calypso. People love Calypso. People love Calypso. But you cannot be offering them the same thing and expect the results to be different. If you give a person bread and cheese, if you turn the bread back way, if you mash up the bread and then you grate the cheese, it's still bread and cheese. Develop the product. And I think Groovy and Calypso could be on the same night now. And I honestly think one Calypso. You try new things. You don't must stay permanent. But
that's what it's in Trinidad now. One Calypso, one Groovy. You'll be surprised to the amount of young people that never even paid attention to Calypso before. They come there because of the Groovy that start paying attention. So every year Calypso is dying, this is dying. Because you offer the same thing. Can do the same thing and expect different results. But my thing is groove, so that's insanity.
You know my thing is groove.
Groove is your thing. That's what in your age, you're fighting up with this 160 and going up. belly going down and he coming up and he going on you. I come off the stage. So come on up, when I come here, I tell my brother run so with speed and he give me the water. I say, I don't see for water. I see like you're dying. Take it party for your master, Papa. Groove is your thing. Groove is your baby. Definitely. Frida Thick Sauce Charles says hello, Sheldon.
Big up Frida, big up the whole team.
Big up yourself. So, all right, so we're getting ready to go, but when Thursday, go by the judges.
Thursday night. And I let me be honest with you and tell you, all plans full speed ahead for the finals. Trishan the move already thing and you know her. Yeah, all plans full speed ahead because that is the objective. If you doubt yourself, if you don't believe in yourself, then why you expect when you come out of it?
You got to be optimistic. You got to be positive. Yeah. Let me start that over. What's a little piece to go, Roots.
Big up Mr. Roots, big up Sandman.
Sheldon. And if you don't like music, then you don't like life. You never pass it, you don't have life. You don't like music, then you don't like life. SD, that's why I am leaving. Oh, till I party to the last song. And I wind the wall on the ground. And I have me fun, I'm not leaving. This music just take me away from my stress. So let me party and like myself. My hand in the air and I'm singing.
I'm a music. Anybody that say they don't have a feel for music, they don't enjoy music. Ever say, you like you better off dead? No. Oh, what is all of this? Like you forget music is life. Oh, fun and enjoyment. I always thought music wouldn't have no vibes. And I swear to God, if I cannot party in the morning, party in the night, fun I will be having till God out the light. No limits and no restrictions. I swear to God, I will party on a Friday, party on a Saturday, party. Oh gosh, I ain't leaving. No, till I party to the last song, and I wind down all on the ground, and I have me fun. I'm not good Lord, no. And if you don't like my behavior, well, who cares? I come to party and like myself, my hand in the air and I'm singing. Music nice, I'm in the party nice. Oh, music nice, of course. And for all the people who sometimes just have these little down moments, listen what to do. Whichever genre you like. Stressed and feeling down, get up and put on your favorite song. You see me? Oh, soca is my choice, but it don't matter the genre, all music nice. And that is why if I cannot party in the morning, party in the night, fun I will be having till God out the light. No limits and no restrictions. No restrictions, God. I wanna party on a Sunday, party on a Monday, party. Oh gosh, I am leaving. Oh, till I party to the last song, and I wind up all on the ground, and I have my fun. I'm not leaving. Oh, life is too short to live on a shelf, so let me party short, and like you myself. You don't know how long you're here for. Enjoy life by enjoying good music. So we're here for a good time. There's nothing that you ever listen to music idea, just start crying. Listen,
there's a song that you can relate. There's every mood, every emotion. I always say that whatever you go into, there is a song that
there is a song.
Can help you.
How much time do you listen to songs? You go and chill more.
When you're put a banker, you have love song. When you're stressed, you have song for that. When you're happy, you have song for that. There's a song for everything. Music is life. You can picture the world in silence, no music.
No music. Yeah, say, could you imagine a world without music have no vibe at all? You have no.
Imagine just take away music. That's just for a day. Life. Don't listen to no music.
Nah.
Like a week challenge, no music.
That will be a lot of. We're gonna have a lot of talk in that announcement.
I can see that's it's not possible.
Yeah, you can't. No.
That's not possible. Anyways, Sheldon, I want to wish you all the best, of course, as you make your way into the semis this week. Nothing but good vibes, good music, and just go out there and do what you do best. Give it your best shot. Yeah.
You know, it's all about
looking forward to seeing you on the final stage.
On the finals, man. Let me say thanks to Power, thanks to your own. Thanks to all the listeners, all the people on the page. And don't forget, go and check out the video. Music is live video.
It's on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. It's on Patty Grenada page. Check it out. Music is live.
Send it to me as well so I can know.
And also comment. If you find out somewhere that it could have been better, if you love it, share it. Because I always open to criticism when it's constructive. And advice, yeah. So, thank you very much for the support. Thank you for the love. I know it's a tired one speaking here, but 100% I appreciate everybody.
Much love, man. Thanks so much.
And see you on Thursday night.
Yeah. Come on. Final stage. That's Sheldon Douglas inside the ladies' room, Carnival edition. That's right. Good vibes, good music. You can't get better than this, right?
Big up all the ladies in the room.
Yep. Got good music, man. Let's continue to push the good music. There's a lot of it out there. Let's continue to give the artists the support they need. So that's it for today. Thank you so much to our friends at Western Union for powering up this segment. And we'll be back tomorrow. Valine is our guest inside the room tomorrow, so make sure you're here for that, all right? Have yourselves a great Monday.
And you don't like life. So if you don't like music, then you don't like life. That's why I ain't leaving. Oh, till I party to the last song, and I wind up all on the ground, and I have my fun. I'm not leaving. Oh, I do this for me and nobody else. So let me party and like myself. And in the air and I'm singing.
I know you know exactly why I doesn't want to start to call names. Big up to that is my family. Marzi, Tampi, remember I tell you a friend of mine got married on the weekend. Cado, I big them up already, Mr. and Mrs. Cado. Big up Tampi, big up crew, big up the whole of Windsor Forest, big up St. David's, big up Grenade on a whole, because if I start a call, big up River Sally, big up everybody.
Okay, big up everybody.
Free Daddy family, everybody.
Yeah, we just have to come back for that. All
Blue,
right,
big
guys.
up yourself too. If I go outside, I'll be in trouble.
Good, fix that.
Get up and put on your.
All right, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good one, yeah?
Oh, soca is mine.